Most adults believe they know themselves well, but research shows that true self-awareness is surprisingly rare. In this video, we'll uncover why so many people lack genuine self-understanding and how this silent crisis can quietly sabotage relationships, careers, and personal happiness. We'll explore the subtle ways self-awareness, or the lack of it, shapes our daily decisions and long-term outcomes. By the end, you'll see why developing self-awareness isn't just a personal growth buzzword, but a crucial skill for a fulfilling life. Self-awareness is more than just knowing your likes and dislikes. It's the ability to objectively recognize your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and understand how they impact others. Many adults confuse self-reflection with self-awareness, but true self-awareness goes deeper. It involves honest self-examination and the willingness to accept uncomfortable truths about oneself. This foundational concept is the key to unlocking personal growth and meaningful change. Many adults operate under the illusion that they are self-aware simply because they think about themselves. However, studies reveal a stark gap between perceived and actual self-awareness. This illusion is fueled by cognitive biases and the human tendency to avoid discomfort. As a result, people often overlook their blind spots, repeating the same mistakes and misjudging their impact on others. Recognizing this illusion is the first step toward genuine self-understanding. As children, we're naturally curious and open to feedback. But as adults, societal pressures, routines, and responsibilities often push us into autopilot. Over time, we become less reflective and more defensive, shielding ourselves from criticism. This gradual shift leads to a decline in self-awareness, making it harder to adapt, grow, or connect authentically with others. Understanding this process helps us reclaim the curiosity we once had. Ego is a major barrier to self-awareness. It convinces us that we're always right and discourages us from seeking honest feedback. When our ego is threatened, we become defensive or dismissive, missing valuable opportunities for growth. By learning to recognize when our ego is in control, we can start to break down these barriers and open ourselves up to deeper self-understanding. Lack of self-awareness can silently erode relationships. When we don't recognize our own triggers, insecurities, or communication patterns, misunderstandings and conflicts become more frequent. Partners, friends, and colleagues may feel unheard or misunderstood, leading to distance and resentment. Building self-awareness allows us to communicate more openly, empathize with others, and resolve conflicts before they escalate. The workplace, self-awareness is a critical asset. Without it, adults may misjudge their strengths and weaknesses, struggle with teamwork, or resist constructive criticism. This can stall career growth and damage professional reputations. On the other hand, self-aware individuals adapt quickly, build stronger teams, and are more likely to be seen as leaders. Cultivating self-awareness is a game changer for professional success. Ignoring self-awareness can have serious consequences for emotional health. Unacknowledged feelings often manifest as stress, anxiety, or even depression. Adults who lack self-awareness may struggle to process emotions, leading to unhealthy coping mechanisms or emotional outbursts. Developing self-awareness helps us identify and manage our feelings, promoting resilience and overall well-being. Feedback is essential for self-awareness, but many adults avoid it out of fear or discomfort. Constructive feedback can feel threatening, especially when it challenges our self-image. However, learning to seek and accept feedback is a powerful way to uncover blind spots and accelerate personal growth. Embracing feedback, even when it's uncomfortable, is a hallmark of truly self-aware individuals. Blind spots are aspects of ourselves that we can't see but are obvious to others. These might include habits, attitudes, or behaviors that negatively impact our lives. Because we're often unaware of these blind spots, they can persist for years, quietly undermining our happiness and success. Identifying and addressing blind spots is a crucial step in the journey toward greater self-awareness. Regular self-reflection is a powerful tool for building self-awareness. Taking time to honestly assess our thoughts, feelings, and actions helps us recognize patterns and make intentional changes. Journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to ask ourselves tough questions can reveal insights that transform our lives. Reflection turns everyday experiences into opportunities for growth. One of the most effective ways to increase self-awareness is by genuinely listening to others. Friends, family, and colleagues can offer perspectives we might miss on our own. By being open to their observations and feedback, we can gain a more accurate understanding of how we come across and where we can improve. Active listening is a skill that deepens both self-awareness and relationships. It's natural to resist self-examination, especially when it reveals uncomfortable truths. However, overcoming this resistance is essential for personal growth. By approaching self-awareness with curiosity rather than judgment, we can turn discomfort into motivation for change. Remember, growth often begins at the edge of our comfort zone. Building self-awareness is a lifelong journey, but there are practical steps you can take today. Start by setting aside time for reflection, seeking honest feedback, and being mindful of your reactions. Practice active listening and remain open to learning about yourself. Over time, these habits will help you see yourself more clearly and make choices that align with your true values. Developing self-awareness can transform every area of your life. It leads to healthier relationships, greater emotional resilience, and more fulfilling careers. By understanding yourself deeply, you gain the power to break old patterns, make better decisions, and live authentically. Remember, self-awareness isn't a destination, it's a journey that brings lasting rewards.